Hello there. Just like despots in China and North Korea, Boris has rewritten the rules that might have forced him to resign. Boris Johnson really is showing us how not to behave as a senior statesman. First, we had a Tory by-election candidate told to keep her mouth shut in case she inadvertently says something that drops Boris in the mire. And now we've got the PM doing a 1984 with the Ministerial Code that removes certain sections that might have forced him to resign if the Privileges Committee finds him guilty of something. And what with minor royals doing their level best to dismantle our constitutional monarchy, what will we end up with? Boris as President and PM for life? Anyway, what has Boris done with the Ministerial Code? Well, he started by removing the punishment of resignation for all offences and replaced it with making an apology or a temporary stoppage of pay. That means ministers can weigh up the pros and cons of breaking the code and decide whether it's personally worth it or not. Oh, and the final decision on what to do is the Prime Minister's. There had been calls to give the PM's ethics chief, currently Lord Geidt, the powers to start their own independent investigations into ministers. But Boris say no. He will decide, thus removing any idea that the independent advisor on ministers' interests is in fact independent. Boris also removed the bits in the code talking about warning ministers not to bully staff, so presumably making it okay to keep on demeaning security and cleaning staff as detailed in the Sue Gray report. And he's also taken the stuff about conflicts of interests out of the rules, so no doubt giving ministers more free rein with their second jobs, even if what they do conflicts with government policy. And to cap it all, the PM has decided that ethics plays no part in Parliament, so has removed a lengthy chunk talking about the precious principles of integrity, objectivity, accountability, honesty and leadership in the public interest. So if you want to know the types of things that he and his ministers are getting up to, then now you know. And if he plans to use this new code retrospectively to save his own and other Tory skins, then we know that Boris has just removed one of the cornerstones of democracy. Every single MP and peer in Parliament should be thoroughly appalled at this. But I wonder how many of them are hoping those rules stay in place in the hope of becoming ministers themselves. How many MPs are going to pledge to reinstate the code in full? We the people need protection from the elected rigging the rules and becoming nothing better than the mafia. Or is that an insult to the mafia?